What's going on, everybody? It's F1 with you once again, and once again we are here with the MSR. That's Max Speed Racing, for those of you not in the know. And today is Tuesday, and you know what that means: league racing here in the MSR. Today they are racing in Britain. That's Silverstone, and we are waiting for people to take to the track for qualifying. Let's get some details up. Tires will be good right now, telemetry, lap data, and let's get a look at the full track map for everyone. Now, as it's looking now, the Huggy Bear's going out first, running the medium tires, while everyone else seems to be on softs, but that can change as that is changing. You'll see Rodriguez is on the medium tires, as well as Rogue, RASIWR 585 is Rogue. So when I refer to him as that, please know that that's who I'm talking about. We got the Haas out now, I believe that is. We'll call him Jewel. Out on the softs, so that should be interesting. An interesting contrast to what Huggy's got going on. Grax out on the mediums. Huggy should just be about ready to start off his fast lap. Let's see what he does. Here we go. Let's hop into the car with him. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2. I imagine somebody a little hot on these cold tires right now. Huggy getting up to about 195 miles per with the assist of DRS. Huggy really using all the curves here. Luckily, the curves here at Silverstone tend to be flat. You can see those red sausage curves on the outside of the curbing, but if you get out there, you're going a little too far anyways. I didn't hear his DRS activate then, but apparently had it going, so that's good. Looks like he'll be just in time not to catch this slower lap traffic. A 128.8, placing Huggy on the provisional pole. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Rodriguez as Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 and Sector 2. We're expecting Rodriguez to put in his first time here. And see the Huggy Bear has dropped to Jewel. Jewel putting in a 127.6. Chip Van putting in a 128.5. Grax a 128.8. Huggy a 128.8. see who else we can find out here. I am Mr. DJ CJ, out on track, pushing hard, coming into the pits. Looks like that may have just been a reconnaissance lap for him. Understand that, one of my favorite tactics back when I was racing. Let's see what Pinfold, last week's race winner, is doing. Sky put in a 1:27.2. That is a big jump. Sky, as you may remember from last week, very fast. Penfold gets it all wrong and breaks his wheel. That is qualifying over for him. How unfortunate for last week's race winner. Let's see what GTR Daily Boy is doing. Excuse me. Looks like he's on a slow lap right now. Perhaps trying to add some heat to his tires. Meantime, let's see if we can find someone else. Let's check out Angry, who needs to hold it down after Pinfold's accident. For Mercedes, looks like he's on a slow lap as well. We'll cut down to see what Cotton does as we jump over to Cotton. He spins it, taking out a signboard, but no damage. Should be able to get back on the track and keep going. Man, it looks like today is going to be a difficult day here at Silverstone. Nicky Mitch, gotta love the name. My name too is Mitch in real life. Looks like he's putting down an angry lap right now, trying to put in a time. Very good on that apex and that apex. He's got to be happy with his run, at least to this point of it. We might have to call Nicky Mitch the Apex legend. He's just hitting all the apexes without fail, without problem. Again, did not see the DRS activation. It's kind of strange. There may be some issue with the game that's not allowing me to see them all. Just hitting apex after apex. I am thoroughly impressed. I think Nicky here has a really good presence of mind when it comes to this track tonight. So a little bit of a slide there, but gathered it up pretty quickly. And that's only good enough for a P3, a 128.1, excuse me, as Joel jumps in with a 127.6. Still far off of that 127.2 of Sky. As Let's see what Chip Van's got going on. Chip Van, excuse me, has going on. Not quite able to attack every apex like Nicky was. As a car steps off to the side to let him pass, without problem. That's good racecraft, good respect shown out there. Looks like Cotton is also out of qualifying. We haven't looked at Twiglet here. Let's see how they do. What I'll try to do for this outlet, or for these fast laps, is jump between Twiglet and CJ here. Very different parts of the track. Twiglet is now on their fast lap. Yeah, welcome to the show, Plank. Glad you could make it. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right this time around. Yeah, it was a harsh crash for Penfold, especially after that big showing last week. I did get to hear his radio during practice, and he did say that he wasn't feeling very comfortable on the track today. So that's pretty unfortunate. Let's see what CJ is doing. He's about to start a fast lap. Start straight now. Looks like a fair number of drivers looking to start on the mediums today. Jump back to the Twiglet. They're about to come through for their lap in a P8 with a 128.5. Bar. CJ with a very harsh drop in gears there. That kind of took me up by surprise, a little off guard. That was crazy. That seemed like a smoother run through the gears. CJ2 on those apexes. Jumps up to P3. I remember last week, CJ was a very fast driver as well. As unfortunately, Penfold does drop down to P14. That's going to be a hard push from the back of the pack. But as we saw last week, it is something that he can do. Check out Rogue on his out lap. Rogue definitely sounds like he's more on his accelerator than some of the other drives were throughout more of the lap. So let's see what that does for him as far as putting in a time. Very smooth through there. Holds a very tight line through there. That was nice. These apexes here are particularly important. Those last three to get a really good run coming out. Rogue holds fifth with a 127.8. But again, very smooth. Looks like Jewel went ahead and retired, or hopefully didn't crash. Let's check out Nicky Mitch. They're really pushing their Ferrari right now. Really choosing as much of the track as possible. So that was dangerously deep, but not even a little bit of a twitch from him. That was really nice. As he purpled that last sector, and here in sector 2, there's a yellow, but that just dropped. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. Sector 3 is now yellow. That has dropped. Mickey moves up to P2 with a 127.3. Sky must be sitting really happy right now, feeling quite untouchable. I'm sure Sky is really hoping for just an absolutely dry race this weekend. Or this week. Grax really needs to put in a time here, no matter what that time is. And no, Grax goes into the pit. I'm surprised. Interesting. And Chip is also not on it, allowing a car to pass. I believe that was CJ. As Chip enters into the pits as well. No, it wasn't CJ. Maybe it was Huggy. Unfortunately, 2 laps with no time, so no clean lap. That's unfortunate. So looks like in P1 we have, well, Sky. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, Rogue is pushing really hard. He always does. So, P1 Sky, 2 Nikki, 3 Huggy, 4 Jewel, 5 Rogue, 6 CJ, 7 Chip, 8 Grax, 9 Twiglet, 10 Angry, 11 Rodriguez, 12 Cotton, 13 GTR, and unfortunately Pinfold is in P14 after his huge crash. But looking here, Angry with a 5 grip position penalty, will be sitting behind Pinfold. The teammates starting at the back. Can the Mercedes fight their way back to the front? We saw last week that Pinfold was able to do that with a lot of hard work. Again, though I did hear him in practice, video, excuse me, just not feeling comfortable with the track today. So as we're waiting for the race to start, sorry, let me say that Max Speed Racing, or MSR, is featured here on the Xbox console. They race every Tuesday, and they welcome all levels of driver. You will have to run 5 laps at. Come on, remember. Slipped my mind. Hungary, I think it is. Just to kind of show what can be expected of you as far as your racecraft and everything goes. Again, though, they are willing to help you out in any way that you need. I raced with them from the beginning, actually even a little bit before the beginning in another league. So a great group of people. Couldn't ask for more. So if you're interested, either message Pinfold here on the Xbox, or on Discord you can look up Max Speed Racing or MSR and apply there. Flink, are you an Angry fan? As the cars roll off for their reconnaissance lap. This guy is just a straight off driver, no weaving. I wonder if they drag their brakes to kind of heat those up. Favorite tactic of mine. I was never so much into the weaving, but definitely like to drag my brakes to get my brakes heated up as Sky starts to weave now down the straight. Angry in P14 must actually be angry right now. Oh, if you needed to see how Pinfold's name is spelled, here it is. PNFO, or F0, excuse me, LDD. GTR. Cotton. Rodriguez. Twiglet in P9, Braxton 8, Chip 7 in his Red Bull. CJ 6. Rogue 5th. Jewel 4th. Huggy 3rd. Nikki 2nd. And just about to pull into their starting boxes, led by Sky and P1. Let's make sure we got everything going. Detail, we're going to go with the position change. Enable. Looking good. Waiting for the 5 red lights. As everyone gets all lined up, when they go out, we go racing. And they're off. Here's the predicted pit strategy. 1 stop. Sky with a really great start, while Huggy challenges Nikki for P2. It's exciting already. Huggy looking to take the inside line. Oh, there's a little touch there. Huggy taking the position. Let's try and roll through this crowd. No, Nikki is not letting it go. Nikki back into P2. Huggy has the draft, looking to stick at least with Nikki, or maybe hoping Nikki even catches up a little bit more to Sky. Stay within that 1 second. Jewel really hanging out here with Huggy, challenging, takes it. Can he hold it? As Huggy takes a penalty. Jewel decides to hold back. Live to fight another day. I can't say that that's a bad idea. There's a whole lot of race to go. And Huggy's aggression is getting him into a little bit of trouble. Jewel able to take the spot. He's going to want to make up another place just to get away from Huggy. Chip takes a 3-second penalty already on lap 2. 2 people with 3-second penalties for multiple infractions. Rogue still in 5th. Sky with a big drop all the way down to P4 from P1. What happened? Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. Now's not the time to panic. Now's not the time to get crazy. Still a whole lot of race left. But what you are going to want to do is try to get up into, make sure you're within DRS range, be able to use that. Jewel with the fastest lap of 1:31.0. DRS has now been enabled. Let's kind of roll through the pack and see what we've got going. Cotton jumps up 4 spots using the DRS. Pinhole jumping up 4 spots. I don't know. I don't know. What's his radio calls in practice just for show as he makes up another spot. He's a slick one. And unfortunately, GTR has dropped back, lost touch with the pack. As Twiglet takes the pass, I'm gonna have to say that was DRS. Sky showing that they still have speed with a 130.2. GTR needs to hold that draft to Twiglet. Angry not too far behind as Twiglet locks up. GTR gets a 3-second penalty as Chip Van goes around. I believe that was Chip. Let me see. Yeah, definitely Chip struggling to get back on track. Surprisingly, CJ way back in the pack. Also, Rodriguez has obviously been into the pits, now running the hard tires. Let's see. I don't know why CJ is back here. Twiglet taking the 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. You gotta be careful. Get back to the front of the front of the grid here. Nicky trying really hard to hold on to Jewel. Sky makes it back up to P3, looking to jump all the way back up to that P1 where they started. Excuse me. DRS is activated for him. Pardon me here for a second while I grab a cough drop. My throat is bothering me a little bit. Huggy kind of losing touch with the pack. Those front 3. Huggy's really going to want to get up there. Trying to see if he's doing it. No, he's actually falling back a little bit down the straight. As Angry takes a 3-second penalty. And we all know after last week what these penalties can do, either to you or for you, depending on if you have it or you do not. Rogue about 1.2 seconds behind Huggy. Drax, or let's just call him Sam because it kind of makes sense in my head, with a 5-second penalty there. Let's kind of see where he's at and what's going on with him. If we can tell, there must have been an accident. Yeah, he's changing his nose, jumping back onto the soft tires. I'm kind of surprised he's not going for the hards. I think the hards could probably make it. But will they have the grip is the question. And as Pinball takes a 3-second penalty. Rodriguez sitting in 40 seconds, just about back. Car sounds like it's really struggling as Sky takes a 3-second penalty up in P3. I don't know. Rodriguez might be doing himself a favor if he jumps into the pits and switches over onto the soft tires just to be able to run harder. He seems to be really struggling on these hards. Is the only explanation that I have right now. Although he is only 11 seconds behind Sam right now, who is 25 seconds behind CJ. So right now, the drivers running without a penalty are Rogue here in the McLaren, Cotton here in the Williams, and CJ down here in P11 in the Alfa Romeo. Excuse me. As Angry catches another penalty, let's check out the penalties that people have right now. So most people dealing with 3-second penalty. Angry has 6 seconds. GTR has 6 seconds, and Sam has 8 seconds worth of penalty to deal with. So here's the race right here. Cotton being just over half a second behind Rogue, who is the same, or at now under half a second behind Nikki. I think Rogue is really feeling the pains of being in dirty air. If you listen to his car, he's not as smooth on the accelerator as he was during his qualifying run. That being said, he's got DRS, and look at what DRS gives you. Look at how he's really just catching up to Nikki. But then he loses so much in that dirty air through those corners, as he doesn't have the downforce that he really wants to have through the corners. Yeah, Blank, they are definitely that. Blank, maybe you should jump into this league with your new Xbox Series. Come on, go racing with the boys. Sam takes another 3-second penalty for 11 seconds. That's always a hard thing. Again, we saw it last week how that played out. Cotton really pushing up to Rogue now. I raced with Cotton for, I want to say 2, maybe 3 years, a number of seasons. And Cotton, boom, that's DRS for you right there. Is complete speed. And once you pass again, remember Rogue's front is definitely washing out on him while he's in dirty air. Cotton now in P3, sitting just about 6 seconds back from Sky. But Cotton is one of those drivers that's just really calm, really smooth, really takes the race lap by lap. Never really, in my opinion, looking at the end of the race, just looking at the part of the race that he's in the moment. And that always seems to allow him to just pick off drivers as he's racing. Rogue within DRS range. Let's check to see how old the tires are. Here as Huggy and Nikki both have gone in to switch to the medium tires. Rogue Softs are 9 laps old, as are Cotton's mediums. So Cotton's going to begin to get the tire advantage now as this goes on, because Rogue's tires will be just wearing out really hard as the front two are in the pits on lap 10. Cotton in P1. So now here's the question for Cotton, right? Are his tires good enough right now to where he can really push? And it does not seem so, as Rogue really pounces on him in that DRS section. And while he was not able to get past during that DRS section, the one coming up here in just about 15 seconds will really lend itself better if he can hold to Cotton the way he is now. Here we go. Using the draft as well. Big jump out. That should be pass done. Wow, but I'm shocked Cotton was able to hold that. That was impressive. I thought for sure that Rogue would have that. As DTR takes another penalty, that puts him up to 9 seconds. The more penalties you gather, the further out of the lead you are. These guys pushing one another, normally you know that it will slow you down, but here it may be helping them to get out ahead of Jewel and Sky enough, or they're looking for it to get them out ahead of Jewel and Sky enough to be able to go in for a pit stop and not lose too much time, maybe be locked onto those guys. And we're looking at about 18 to 20 seconds difference. I'm not sure how long the pit stops are going to take. Rogue decides to try it on the outside this time. Looks like Rogue did it. Cotton, not to be outdone, knew that right here he would have the inside and be able to fight back for it. Unable to get past, unable to get back past. This is some good racing. These guys are racing clean, but these guys are racing hard. I don't even want to step away from this, but we should check out some other races. Right here you can see Sky well within DRS range of Jewel. Dropping down to 11. We're with CJ, who's about half a second behind Sam. Here we got a point where we're at a point where that DRS will definitely help as CJ just closes in and closes in. I have a feeling CJ is looking more towards angry up a car past Sam right now. DRS. So this DRS zone is good for getting you up, right? Getting you up under the wing of the driver in front of you. The next DRS zone is good for making that pass. If you can time everything right, if you can hold on. And that's going to be the big thing, holding on. Like right now, I feel like CJ would want to be a little more behind Sam, using that draft as much as possible during these shorter straights. Here we go. Oh, they both look like they have DRS. Yes, unable to use the DRS effectively as CJ because Sam had DRS on Angry in the Merc ahead of. Let's check out this race back up at the front again. See what we've got going on. Looks like Rodriguez may be falling to a blue flag here in a second. This could really upset the apple cart right here. This could really help Rogue out. Did Rogue fall for that paint that Cotton just did? I don't know. It looked like Cotton was going to go in, and then he suddenly steps out or stays out while Rogue decides to go ahead and take it in. Very good stop. Chip with another 3-second penalty. Let's see where Rogue comes out. Down in 7th. So Rogue drops all the way down to P7. That is unfortunate. That is a long stop. Not that his actual stop was long, just the pit lane itself is long and very slow. As GTR with another 3-second penalty, taking him up to 12 seconds. Actually, I'm seeing now that Sky did make it past Jewel, but Jewel's still in touch. Sky and Jewel going past the back marker there. As Cotton is in the pits. I know Rogue is going to be hoping. Here we go. Here's the fight right here. Where does Cotton come out in comparison to Rogue? There's Cotton there. Oh, he's got a good amount of space between them, but he is on cold tires. Rogue unable to collect the DRS there. It looks like Angry is just now coming out of the pits, perhaps. CJ has gotten past. The race for 1 and 2 back on. Jewel versus Sky, who is in P1. A little over half a second back. Jewel seems to be a little bit more comfortable on these medium tires. Rogue and CJ, the only drivers without penalty. All right, remember this is the DRS zone where you catch up. The next DRS zone is where you want to make the pass, but between now and then you have to hold on. You have to stick with the driver in front of you. Can Jewel do that? Sam with another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's hard. That is harsh. Huggy Bear with 3 seconds of penalty added. Unfortunately, Jewel was just a little too far behind, not able to capitalize. Again, dirty air is really hurting these drivers tonight. I'm confused. Now, why did Sky let him pass? As we have lost Rodriguez, that's unfortunate. Better luck next week, Rodriguez. I know you can do it. Wow, so Sky playing a dangerous game here. I want to say the only reason I can know. I was going to say that maybe he was overheating, but if you're overheating, you don't want to be behind another car because you're sucking in all that heat off of their car. Maybe he felt he did something wrong at some point. But Sky, with that 6-second penalty, has put himself a lot further back than he actually is by letting this happen. How unfortunate. Out of P1, Jewel spins it and breaks off his front wheel. That is unfortunate. He was in with a really great chance. Oh, wow. So that's 2 more drivers out of this race. Rogue. What can Rogue do? So Cotton's just, Cotton's just in front of Rogue. We've been watching this fight pretty much all day as we all form up behind the safety car. Penfold takes a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So, right now, Rogue is in the catbird seat. He has no penalties. If he can make some passes, so Penfold's going to be out of his way, right, with that drive-through, and there he goes, taking the drive-through now. Cotton. Wait, a lot of people just went in to the pits. So once again, P1 and P2 is Cotton and Rogue. Trying to get an idea. So Penfold's penalty didn't hurt him too much if he can get in position before the safety car comes in. He's still in with a chance, but it looks like his drive-through hasn't been cleared yet. You can't serve your drive-through under a safety car. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Penfold is out of it. So all Rogue has to do is take a page from Penfold's book of last week and stick within 3 seconds of Cotton, and he's got the win. Now, we've watched them have their battle all day, and he's been able to make that stick. He's been able to hold that. Passing hasn't been easy, but being even in DRS range, which is within a second, he's been there all day. So this should be interesting. Sky, who's 6 seconds, who's sitting on 6 seconds worth of penalty, is not only going to have to jump both of these drivers, but then Sky's really going to have to drive away. Again, it looks like it's going to come down to penalties. It's going to be a real shootout too. I think right now we're looking at the race starting no earlier than lap 23 of 26. Let's see. GTR is way back. Angry and Chip Van are both way back as well. But you don't want to be speeding. Nicky Mitch catches a 5-second penalty for colliding with Penfold under a safety car. Penfold seems to be okay. Curious as to what happened there. Whoa. It's getting close. Oh, I was wrong. Safety. I'm not catching these penalties correctly, I think. This is where you want to be. Oh, we can't do this. I had no idea. Okay, I've got a little bit more control than I knew I did. So, right now, Rogue wants nothing more than to stick with Cotton, as Cotton just is off to the races. Cotton caught Rogue slipping a little bit. And there goes Sky. But that's all right. Now you use Sky to hold Cotton. Remember, Sky is sitting on 6 seconds worth of penalties. So right now, effectively, he is still behind Rogue. You have to remember that. This is where you cannot let your ego take over. Right now, Rogue does not need to be physically in front of either of these drivers. He just needs to be within 3 seconds of Cotton and 6 seconds of Sky. He's got to get up there for when race control enables DRS again. As Twiglet with another 3-second penalty, putting them at 9 seconds. Ooh, that was unexpected as Nicky Mitch. Wow, how unfortunate a thing was that to happen. I wish we could watch it back. Rogue now with a 3-second penalty for that slight contact. The slightest of contact with Nicky Mitch as Nicky Mitch gets past. So now Cotton is still in the lead as he fights with Sky. Again, Cotton needs to. You have to listen out for it, for one thing, because your engineer is going to tell you as people gather penalties. So you have to listen out for it, and you have to keep those calculations in your mind. Cotton still has a 3-second advantage over Sky right now. So all he needs to be is within 3 seconds of Sky. Nicky is not a threat unless he can get past Sky and run away. Rogue is now in a position where he needs to not only get up to Cotton, but he's going to have to pass him for a win. As Huggy takes another 3 seconds, putting him at 12. Pinfold has served his drive-through and is now sitting in P11. We've only got a few more laps. Let's kind of get an idea of where everybody is, starting from P1. Physically, about half a second behind is Cotton in P2. Nicky's fallen well behind. I don't think he's even within the draft now, or the slipstream at this point. Rogue, well back, but well within that 13 seconds. So he is effectively looking at a P3, I was going to say, right until CJ passes him to take it. They both have 3-second penalties. CJ is now well and truly in front of Rogue. And then just well back now is Twiglet, Chip, Huggy, Angry as Chip takes another penalty. DTR. And last week's winner, Penfold, due to his driving penalty, sitting pretty far back in the rear. Here's the race. There's a couple of races going on here. So Cotton right here knows, because again, Cotton is that kind of driver. It's the moment. He's not looking too far ahead. He's looking at, and he's racing in the moment. He's got to know that right now he's in the lead. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about Nicky Mitch, but with the 13 seconds of penalties that they're holding, they're behind CJ, behind even Rogue, and very close. No, I think he's ahead of Twigley. So effectively, right now, what we've got going on, try and clear everything up. Cotton, physically sitting in second, is actually in first, right? Sky, physically sitting in first, is actually in second. Nicky, physically in third, is actually in fifth right now, bringing CJ up to third and Rogue up to fourth. How confusing is all that as we are about to end? We are on the last lap of this race. Sky takes another penalty, bringing everybody just that much closer. In fact, Sky may have just dropped the fourth. Oh, wrong. This is where we want to see this unfold from. So, Cotton first. Wait for it. Okay, yeah, CJ in the second. Rogue in the third. Like I said, Sky drops the fourth. Nicky all the way down to fifth. Chip, sixth. Angry, seventh. Wiglet, eighth. Huggy, ninth. Penfold, 10th. And I am not sure what happened to DTR there, but DTR has fallen way back. Wow, so yeah, what a race. Everyone, congratulations. Cotton stayed smart, thought it through. Remember last week's race, you don't have to be physically in first to win if there are a bunch of drivers catching penalties ahead of you. And the game awards him driver of the day. Can't argue with that. He started well behind, well back in the pack. Just had a smart drive, pushed really hard, and there you have it. Cotton is your winner. CJ in P2, Rogue in P3. That is your podium. Man, just like I said, I'm not angry. Penfold was saying it during the race. Actually, Angry said it a little too. Not during the race, during the during practice that grip was just not there. The grip was not there during on this track today, and we saw that play out, and everybody with some sort of penalty. But there you have it, everyone. That is the MSR race for this Tuesday at Silverstone. What a very interesting race. It was a fun race to watch. A whole lot going on. A whole lot of penalties happening. And I want to thank you all for watching. Again, MSR or Max Speed Racing is on the Xbox platform on F1 2021. Penfold is the guy you need to get in touch with. It's PENF0LDD. Just hit him with a message if you're interested in racing in the league. He'll give you all the information that you're going to need to be able to do that. And yeah, until next time, this has been Falchion, and you know me. I'm Ghost. Two fingers is peace. Later.